Let's make your first strategy session package. Okay, so this is just a one-off package where people pay you and you just meet with them for 60 minutes or 90 minutes, however long you do it for, and then they are good to go. So what we're going to do is create a new offer. We're going to call it just strategy session. Now, you can go ahead and use your free consult call if you've changed the wording a lot or whatever that we made in the previous video, or you can just use the strategy session that's existing inside of Satori. If you use the strategy session existing inside of Satori, what we'll do is I'll just walk you through each bit, okay? So first we do the introduction, a 60-minute strategy session, one off. So I'm just going to describe it quickly. It's not really, you're not really doing your selling from Satori. Usually what happens is you'll have everything on your sales page and then you'll link to Satori through your Buy Now button. So this is really just a reminder of what they're getting, what they're signing up for, and just clarifying that they are at the right place. Because if you say it's a 60 minutes like strategy session on your sales page and then they come here and it's like 45 minutes strategy session, it'll confuse them and it'll make them a little bit anxious. So just making sure that the details are consistent across the two things will help you with your conversion rate. So offer is public, that's up to you. Private won't be seen if you send people to your on your general booking page. Client reviews, you can totally enable those if you want. So if you want people to have like a testimonial that comes out, it makes it a lot easier for you to make sure to remember get those testimonials. Add them to your mailing list. So you could have like a separate like strategy session client mailing list that you could then upsell them to a package, a fuller package. Up to you though, 100% on your side. And then what you'll have here is just a one 60-minute session or one 90-minute session. No group membership needed. I'd click both phone and Skype just so you have a backup way of contacting them. Booking message prompt. So this is basically saying, please make sure to fill out all of these details for our upcoming session. Call instructions. So how are they going to talk to you? We meet on Skype. Please add me at, and then I would have my Skype handle here. Alrighty. Definitely enable scheduling reminders. That's going to increase the just the VIP experience in terms of like you being on top of your stuff. So Tori will take care of it all, so you don't have to worry. But sometimes clients forget when they have their session with you. Sometimes they forget to add it to their calendar. So people are people, and that really helps them to show up and be sure they're on time. Like we talked about in the availability video, this is going to be based on like when you want them to work with you. And if I wanted to add in more availability, I was like, oh, I really want to work with people, you know, next Monday as well, because I feel like working for them or working with them, then I could add it in there. I could have as once only, and then when I click pay client as the availability type, they'll get booked in. And since that's a one-off, that's not going to show up again for my every other Tuesday booking. So you'll see that. So that just means that you can have a little bit more flexibility. If you want to work an extra day or get more client calls in an extra day, you can go ahead and just add it in when you're creating this schedule. You can go in and update your availability frequently. And again, I go through that in the previous video, but it's really up to you when you want to work or not work. You can also delete availability as well if you don't want to work on Thursday, June 22nd. So single payment for your strategy session, I would say like personally that would be that price point for me. So you could have a single payment. You could also offer monthly payments for strategy sessions. That doesn't make sense, but you could do a custom schedule. You could do a cycle where they pay you $500 now and $500 before the session. You know, you give them 5 days to pay you $500 in between. It really is up to you. You could do manual billing if you want to bill them outside of Satori. That's fine. Or you could just do a single payment. Most strategy sessions, the industry standard is that a strategy session you pay up front 100% in advance. So you don't need to worry about that. You can put in here strategy session, and then they'll pay. Make sure you have the PayPal email in there in the previous step. Include a contract. So awesome. Yep, definitely. And then just cool. So basically, you can go ahead and insert a contract that you already have existing into here. And then what you can do as well is add in your coach full name, that'll pull it in. So your name will be pulled in when you put that in there. Client full name, so the name of the client as they entered it. Number of your sessions, so it'd just be a one-off session. Total number of sessions, so it'd be, again, just, this is more for like when you're doing packages. Number of months, number of cycles for payments, monthly fee, first cycle fee. These are all pretty standard in terms of like, they're just pulling in the information that you've already collected from them and that you've already provided to Satori. So Satori will be like, hey, do you want us to include how many sessions are included in your contract? And then you can go ahead and be like, yep, definitely include this. So it's just going to allow you to basically make sure that when you enter in your contract here, instead of you manually having to create a contract each time, Satori will be like, hey, if you just let me know what you want me to pop in here automatically, I'll do it for you, right? So if I did it here, so legally you just need to get a contract with a standard coaching contract so that you can just pop it in and then add in this short code. So this is not a legal contract. This is just to show you what it would look like. And then you will pay. So you can see that I just started adding in there, and again, it'll pull it in based on this little code that has right there. Okay, then you want to add in a questionnaire. If you already have questionnaires existing, that's awesome. This is the questionnaire that they will fill out when they first are booking with you. So when they first sign up with Satori. That's awesome. And then the next thing that we're going to take a look at is the agenda questionnaire. So this is the questionnaire I would use to send them before every specific call we have. So if I have a package of 5 calls, I always want to be asking them questions before we get on a call together. And so I could send them this agenda questionnaire. Since it's a one-off call, we don't need to do that. Okay, since it's a strategy session, I would just send them this discovery questionnaire, and then you're good to go. So just pop through that. This is what it will look like. Awesome. So they select the offer. They're already there, so you're going to send them there. Again, reminding them what they're going for. They'll choose their time that they can do that and when they can start working with you. They'll enter their details. They'll accept terms. So you'll see that that automatically populated there. You're agreeing to work with Hallie Gray. Your name is Jane Smith. You will pay $1,000. So that's when you pop in your contract and you pop in those codes, it's just going to automatically take care of it for you. So that's going to be amazing. It's going to take a lot of stuff off your plate. And then basically all the client details will be there. Payment options. If I had a payment plan, it would show up below this. And then bada boom, bada bing, good to go. All right. And they can add it to their calendar. Okay. And then how they get in touch is right there. So then what you do is you take this direct link, and what I would recommend, or this pay now button, or this book now button, take this code and you can pop it into your sales page if you're tech savvy. If you're not tech savvy, what I would do is just recommend like sending people this direct link in an email inside of your blog posts, in your tweets or your Facebook posts, or your, wherever you want to put it, and then just send people there. So you can just send them directly to this strategy session. And that way you don't have to worry about them seeing multiple offers. They're just going to see the strategy session. That's really effective for increasing your conversion rate, because if you offer too many packages or session options, people will decrease in likelihood to sign up to work with you. So go ahead. A consult call and a strategy session are really good tools for coaches to start building up their client base. So go ahead and get started with those.